Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day, wherever you are. It's good to have you once again on the Grace Impact Radio, where word, music, and entertainment lives. It's good to be live this morning. I want to welcome every one of you joining me from the Mixer app and those joining me from Facebook and YouTube. I appreciate every one of you. Now, if you are joining me from the Facebook or the YouTube, please let me know where you're viewing from and also drop your favorite emoji in the comment section. I welcome every one of you from far and wide. It's another opportunity to be with you here on the Grace Impact Radio. My name remains Charles Eze, the FBI coach. FBI stands for Financial and Business Intelligence Coach. All right, it's another wonderful week. It's another wonderful time to learn and share. And today I'll be discussing, or rather, I'll be sharing with you something very spectacular, something very awesome. And I'll be talking to us on expansion, which is the winning mindset. We'll dissect a few things I have written down here about expansion, why we need to expand, where we need to expand. So many things I have written down about expansion. And we're going to take it up from here. If we can't exhaust it today, we'll move it to next week. We'll finish it up on another edition. However, we'll need to start so we can make most of our time. Now, you need to understand that everything you have ever thought about in life can happen. Yes, I say that again. Everything you have ever thought about in life can happen. It only starts from how your mind is in tune with your actions. Okay? We have often said that the proof of desire is pursuit. When we pursue something, it's an indication that we desire that thing. Now, whatever that cannot find its way into your desire can never manifest in your reality. You need to understand that the power of desire is very strong. That's why some people desire negative things and they see themselves doing all sorts of derogatory, all sorts of evil stuff to achieve that negativity. Why? Because of the desire which they have. However, God expects us to do things in the right way. You see, God didn't make a mistake giving us the power of choice. God didn't make a mistake giving us that power to desire new things, to desire good things, to desire good things of life, to desire the things that will make us better, the things that will make us more flourishing, the things that will make us look better, look good. So you need to align your desires with God's principles in order to achieve that specific thing which you want out of life. You need to align your desires with God's principles to achieve that thing which you want in life. Now, for you to seek for expansion, it means you have a desire. There is no expansion without desire. They work hand in hand. They are brothers and sisters. They are friends. They are not walking on parallel line. They are working together. The desire of your heart and the manifestation which you get is working together based on the expansions which you are carrying on, or rather putting at the background. Because expansion, I desire more money. I desire to travel around the world. I desire to see the 8 wonders of the world. It's all about expansion. I want to expand from where I am to where I want to be. I want to expand from point A to point B. I want to expand from the things I do currently to doing greater things. I want to expand from affecting 10 million lives by 2025 to 20 million lives. Now, how do I achieve all this? it starts from expansion. It starts from how I'm expanding my mind, how I'm expanding my desires, how I'm expanding. So everything we're going to be talking about today is centered around expansion. Now, someone said to me, I have not even started anything, not to talk of expansion. Do you have a desire? Do you have a desire? Have you ever thought of becoming something in life? Another word for expansion is growth. You need to grow. The reason why you have been earning the same thing you are earning is because you have not expanded. It's either you have not expanded your earning capability, you have not expanded your mind, you have not expanded your network, you have not expanded the things you do. So it still centers around expansion. That's why I call it expansion, the winning mindset. All right. So if you want to learn life all by yourself, then you are a fool. If I want to learn life all by myself, I'm a foolish man. I can't learn life by myself. You learn life from the eyes of others. You learn life from events. Life is a collection of events and its frequencies. So, how are you learning from the events of life to help you expand, to help you grow, to help you move from point A to point B? How are you learning from events of life? There is this popular saying that experience is the best teacher. But I make bold to say to you today that experience is not the best teacher. Experience is the worst teacher. You don't have to experience it to learn from it. You don't have to encounter an accident to learn how to drive safely. Rather, I will say learning from other people's experience is one of the great teachers, not the best teacher. Because if you learn, most times experiences teaches us or reminds us of the negatives, of the evil things that have happened. See, the human mind is tuned to walk in the negative after the fall of Adam. The human mind has been tilted to always walk in the negative. That's why the mind will always remember the negative things more than the positive ones. The mind will always remember what wrong this person did, what wrong that person did. The mind will always talk about the negativity. That's why the evil news, bad news spreads faster than good news. So you can't learn life all by yourself. You can't learn life just by telling yourself, I'm the Superman. I'm not interested in whatever anybody is saying. I just want to learn life all by myself. You are a foolish man. You can't learn life by yourself. Excuse my word. But I have to share this truth the way it is. If a man writes a book and says, my 70 years on earth, buy that book. You don't have to get to 70 years to learn them from the man's mistakes. You don't have to get to 70 years to learn the man's successes. You can learn from his bundle of experiences. How he was able to expand his life, how he was able to move from point A to point B. Okay, so you don't live life all by yourself. So the first question is, what is definition? What's your definition of expansion? What's your definition of expansion? How do you define expansion? Now, people will have different definitions for expansion, but definition I'm giving you today is not really the dictionary definition, but definition coined out of experiences. Okay, expansion does not only mean an increase. Expansion does not mean an increase. Expansion is an outcome. Expansion is not an increase. Expansion is an outcome. Expansion is not the cause. Expansion is the effect. The cause I'm talking about is CAUSE. Expansion is the effect. The reason why you are experiencing expansion is because of the things you have done. So are you getting it right now? Expansion is not the things you did. Expansion is what you got as a result of what you did. Expansion is an after effect. That's why I said to you, I'm not using dictionary definition. I'm using a real life scenarios to define expansion. So it is an outcome. Just like saying money. Money is a result of a cause. Money is a result of a cause. Money is an effect. Money is not a cause. Money is an effect. The cause is value. The value which you bring to the marketplace, the problems you solve, is the cause, is the impact which generates the outcome. And the outcome or the effect is the money that comes into your bank account. So if you want more money, then you need to increase the effect. You need to increase the cost. I beg your pardon. If you want more effect, you need to increase the cost. If you want more money, you need to increase the value you're bringing to the marketplace. You need to increase the problems you're solving. You want to expand your business, you want to open another branch, then you need to outgrow your current status. You need to outgrow your current state. So expansion is not the cause. Expansion is the effect. You can put it in the comment section. I want to read from you. Expansion is the effect. Expansion is not the cause. Meanwhile, those are on Facebook, on YouTube, please tag your friends along. Tag them along, invite them, share this link. Let's be a blessing wholesale. Let's invite our friends to come and learn from what we are sharing this morning. It's mind-boggling, it's mind-stretching. I believe you're getting value from all I'm sharing. And those with the Mixer app link, you can also share the link with your listeners. The beautiful thing about the Facebook and the YouTube is that you can always have a replay on that place. So share the link, the Mixer app link, the YouTube link, the Facebook link, share with your friends. Let them come and join us on this expansion series. Okay. And so, like I said, money is a result, money is not the cause. Now, stay in the proper place and money will come to you. Now, when you stay in the proper place, money will come to you. What does that mean? It means you need to position yourself. If you don't position yourself, money will not come to you. If you don't align yourself with the things that will put money back into your pocket, money will not come to you. You cannot wake up in the morning, brush your teeth, and just fold your hands and say, money cometh to me. Yes, money come to me. Fine, it is good to pray. I'm a prayer man. I pray and I love praying. But after praying, there's a place called action. You need to step out of your comfort zone. You need to step out of where you are to do certain things that will bring money back into your pocket. See, after praying and you don't take action, you are only making a mess of your prayer. Miracle happens, but it rarely happens. Excuse me. Miracle rarely happens. God does not expect us to live our lives on miracles. He wants us to live our lives on covenants. God wants us to live our life on covenants. What's the covenant? Covenants are the principles of God. He wants us to live our lives on the principles of wealth creation. And one of those principles is what I'm sharing with you today: expansion, growth, whatever you call it. So once you stay in the right place, money will come to you. You cannot expand without a system. You cannot expand without a system. You need a system to expand. What do you mean? What do I mean by system? System can also mean an acronym. For me, save yourself time, energy, and money. If you get that right, please put it in the comment section. System. S stands for save. Y stands for your. Another S stands for self. T stands for time. E stands for energy, and the M stands for money. Save yourself time, energy, and money. Now, how do you build systems? You build systems by not reinventing the wheels. You build system by plugging into an existing process. For example, I plug myself into the Grace Impact Radio system to bring you this good news today. I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I don't have to go creating my own radio station before the world will hear my voice. I also plug myself into the social media platforms, the Facebook, the YouTube, to bring you this good news today. It's a system that is in existence. Okay, so you can't expand without a system. You need a system to expand. Now, the reason why some expansions or some growth are not happening is because they are plugging themselves into the wrong system. If you plug yourself into the wrong system, you get the wrong outcome. If you want the right outcome, you need to plug yourself into the right system. It's very important. You want to have the winning mindset. You want to experience that good effect in what you are doing, either in your church, in your mosque, in your business place, in whatever you find yourself, whatever you're doing, you need to plug yourself into the right system. You want to expand and grow in the real estate. You need to plug yourself into the right system. I cannot do well in a particular field if I don't learn the system that operates that field. So for expansion to work very well, you need to plug into an existing system. And not just an existing system, you need to plug into the right system. Are you getting value from what I'm sharing? Please put it in the comment section. So expansion means increase by improvement. As you keep improving yourself, you keep expanding. Now, FBI coach was not like this last year. FBI coach was not like this 2 years back. FBI coach was not like this 10 years back. I keep improving myself. As a matter of fact, the things I know today, I didn't know it yesterday. I keep improving on myself. And no 24-hour passes by without learning new thing. I will definitely learn something new. Expansion means improvement, means increase. Now, I also need to let you know that not every expansion or not every increase is healthy. Not every increase is healthy. You need to define the increase you desire. If I was weighing, what do I weigh now? I think I weigh 81, either 80 or 81 is what I weigh right now. And I see myself moving to 90, 91, 95. It's an increase, right? Right? Yes, it's an increase. But is it the right increase? Of course not. It's not the right expansion. It's not the right. And I'm moving even up to 100 to 120 kg. Now, something is wrong. That is an unhealthy increase. That is an unhealthy expansion. So you need to define the increase you desire. Is it on the negative or on the positive? Of course, we're not talking about negative expansion here. We are talking about positive expansion. You need to define what you are expanding on. Your expansion must be clearly stated. Making money is the least on the equation of success. Oftentimes people say, I just want to make money. I just want to make. How do you want to make that money? What are the laid down principles to help you make money? I shared something on my social media yesterday. I said that you cannot have much, you cannot build wealth, or you cannot create wealth if you have not expanded your mind. So for you to make money, you need to build the principles or the foundation that brings this money. I see a lot of things going on around the world today. We read on social media how people are delving into ritual killings and all that in the case to make money. Let me tell you one thing with that principle or that process. For those who did it and succeeded, they might be rich for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, but remain poor the rest of their lives. And somebody will say, I just want to enjoy it now. See, there are so many consequences with that act. That's not what God wants from us. That's not the kind of increase God expects from us. That's not the kind of increase God wants us to experience. God wants us to experience growth in the right way. God wants us to make money in the right way, not in the negative way. God wants us to experience expansion in the right way. You can't delve into killing another person and you want the blessings of God to rest upon you. It attracts curses and upon curses and upon curses. Now check out those who went through it. How many of them have succeeded? The spirit of the person that was killed will always cry out. Okay, so you need to start improving for expansion to make sense. You need to start improving on yourself. The first rule of expansion is availability. You must make yourself available. Why do I want to expand? You make yourself available. You start learning those things. You start practicing those strategies which you want to put in place. Okay. Now let me read this other points which I wrote down here concerning expansion. Now, to grow in life, you must have a self-worth. You must have what? A self-worth. You must have something you believe in. You must have principles. Okay. Talking about expansion, the question is, what are you expanding to? What are you expanding to? Are you expanding on the negative or you are expanding on the positive? What are you expanding to? How do you intend to expand? I want to expand myself. How do you want to expand? You need to clearly write it down. Write the vision, make it plain. Let him that run it, let him that read what? Run with it. I have often talked about vision settings, goal settings. Now, one of the key principles in having your to-do list is exercising faith. This is a simple definition of faith. You are writing down, I want to achieve this, I want to do this, I want to do that, but you have not done it. You are simply exercising faith. Okay? So what are you expanding to? You need to write it down. Don't just have it in your head. You need to have what? Have it on the paper. What are you expanding to? How do you intend to expand? What do you want to expand? Also must be clear about it. What do I want to expand? Am I expanding in my business, in my financial status? Am I expanding in my workforce? Am I expanding in the reach out? Am I expanding? So if I want more visibility, what do I do to expand? You need to state it clearly. Am I expanding in customer reach out, in customer service? Am I expanding in? So whatever you want to expand in, you need to state it clearly. Why do you want to expand? When do you want to expand? It must have a timeline. When do you want to expand? So it shouldn't be an open-ended stuff. When do you want to expand? The best time to start your expansion is now. Make most of this quarter. This quarter ends next month. So you still have, today is 21st of February. We still have 31 days plus, how many days do we have in February? 28 days. So we have 7 days plus. So you have 38 days. 38 days to leave this quarter. Make most of it. I have often said that in a year, there are 4 battles. There are 4 battles in a year. The first battle is the first quarter. The second battle is the second quarter. The third battle is the third quarter. And the last battle is the fourth quarter. Now, if you miss the first battle, which is the first quarter, and I don't expect you to miss this first battle, don't miss the second battle, which is the second quarter. If peradventure you miss the second quarter, do everything within your reach not to miss the third quarter, the third battle. And if by mistake, by happenstances, or by circumstances, even though I don't believe in happenstances, by chance you miss third battle, then you need to put yourself under serious positive peer pressure to win the last battle. You can't afford to lose this year. You can't afford. You can't afford to lose this quarter. 38 days from now to leave this quarter. If you start reading every day, 20 pages of a book every day, you'll be amazed of the expansion which you experience as you are entering the second battle, the second quarter of 2022. If you start spending an hour every day watching videos that are in tune with where you are going to. Are you a medical doctor? You want to expand your reach? There's a young guy. He's a medical doctor, but he's doing a lot on social media. Dr. Malik. He's doing a lot on social media. He's making a lot of money from YouTube. Now he's teaching people how to monetize their YouTube. He's teaching people how to grow he's teaching you health tips, the things you can do daily. You know, some things we need to go consult doctor. You can learn those things from Dr. Malik. But beyond that, he's making a lot of money. If you can watch one video on YouTube, spend an hour every day watching YouTube videos. Those of you in Nigeria, the service provider, network service providers gives you YouTube, free data for YouTube from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. I don't know about other countries, but in Nigeria, you get free data. So if your problem is data, 11 p.m. to 6 a.m., you have free data. Take an hour every day. In the next 38 days, learning about a specific skill in one area you want to expand, you'll be amazed what you put into your head. You'll be amazed. I spend at least an hour every day watching YouTube videos. I used to spend 6 hours. I used to spend, as responsibilities and demands increased, I brought it down to about 4 hours, 5 hours. But every day, I spend minimum 1 hour every day learning from the University of YouTube. The only university that is free of charge. The only university that you don't experience strike. The only university where no lecturer will victimize you. Nobody will give you carryover. The only thing that is required of you is to sit down with your data and learn. Get a book. Don't just watch videos. Get a book. There was a time I did 100 video challenge. In 7 days, I watched 100 videos of a particular mentor. I downloaded his videos. It cost me time. It cost me data, but it's worth it. The expansion I experienced after that event, after that process, after plugging into that system, I never remained the same again. A whole lot you're enjoying from me today is as a result of that expansion. As a matter of fact, the best gift you can give to your generation is your expansion. If I didn't build myself, if I didn't expand myself, then I wouldn't have been able to dish out all I'm sharing with you today. Now, for some of you, what I'm sharing today is not new to you. It's only bringing your memory back or refreshing your memory in a different way. Whichever way it is, I wouldn't have been able to achieve this if I was not expanding consciously, deliberately, being intentional, expanding myself. So what do you want to expand? When do you want to expand? When do you want to expand? Whom are you expanding with? Whom are you expanding with? You must collaborate. The days of doing things yourself alone, me, myself, and I, is over. You need to collaborate with others. Partnership. We live in a connected economy. We live in an economy where things are connected with others. How well are you connecting? How well are you building your network? Who are you socializing with? Who are you willing to learn with? This quarter, I wrote down the names of those I want to intentionally connect with because they have what I'm looking for. Whom are you connecting with? And as you're connecting with these people, are you going there just tap from them? No, I'm not going there just to tap from them. I'm going there to deposit into their emotional bank account. And one of the ways to do that is to buy the products they sell. I look for the highest products they sell. I buy the product. I make myself visible as I buy that product. I ask questions. Even if I know it, I still ask questions because I want to be visible. I want to be known. I want to be seen. I have a goal, and the goal is to connect with this person. The goal is to tap more from the mindset of this person. I don't come to them and say, please mentor me. It's an old way of doing things. It's an old school. I buy their product. I look for their product. I look for their masterclass. Some of them, their masterclass are on the very high side, but you have to pay the price. Because the price I'm paying is worth more than the benefits in the long run. Who are you expanding with? Now, let me say this thing to you. What you monitor, you can measure. What you measure, you can manage. And what you manage, you can improve upon. What you monitor, you can manage. See, if I don't have a process of monitoring my growth, if I don't have an indices, if I don't have a system by which I measure my growth, I will not be able to tell if I'm really expanding or not. So what you monitor, you can measure. I need to measure. I need to monitor my growth. I need to measure. I need to monitor my expansion process so that I can measure it. Measuring it is comparing it with my previous self. I don't compare myself with others. I'm not in competition with anybody. I'm in competition with my previous self. What you measure, you can manage. So when I can measure this thing, I can measure the growth process, I can measure the outcome, I'll be able to manage the things that comes my way. I'll be able to manage my time. I'll be able to manage the process. I'll be able to manage the system. I'll be able to manage the growth challenges that comes with it, because every expansion comes with its own challenges. But the essence of those challenges is to make you a better person. Okay, so what you measure, you can manage, and what you manage, you can improve upon. I'll be able to tell myself, all right, this thing, now, am I going to improve on what I did? See, if I spent, I have what I call the big five things I want to do every day. If I spend 4 hours achieving my task for the day, I want to improve upon it to see how I can achieve the same task in 2 hours. That's why the mobile phones we use today are modified every now and then. The mobile phones we use today keep getting better. Why? Because they keep measuring, they monitor it, they measure it, they manage the growth process, and they improve upon it. Where you are today is your fault. Where you will be tomorrow is your responsibility. What do I mean by is your fault? The decisions which you took yesterday brought you to where you are today. The outcome you are experiencing today is as a result of the decisions you took yesterday. But where you will be tomorrow is your responsibility. If you repeat the same process, if you repeat the same failures, if you repeat the same downtimes, and it's your responsibility. Have you shared this with others? Have you shared the link with others? Have you tagged others along? It's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to share the link in various groups you belong. Well, before you share in a group, you also need to learn and understand their terms and conditions. Please don't break rules. Okay? But you can tag others along. You can send it to your friends privately. Let them learn from what we are sharing today. Share the link with others. It's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to share the good news. The things you experienced, the decisions you took yesterday was your fault. The experiences you have going forward is your responsibility. Your problem is the decision making and the way you were able to sell yourself, the way you were able to solve your problems is as a result of the things which you have put in your head, your problem solving skills. Everybody must learn skills. I keep saying that everybody must learn skills. Now, my high income skill training, the next batch is starting on the 1st of March. 1st of March to 15th of March. High income skill training. You learn money. You learn people. You learn marketing. You learn sales. You learn, there's so many things you learn from that high income skill training. It's a bundle of service. It's a training I tell people don't miss it. The value you get is way, way more than what you pay. $13 only. That's about 5,000 naira. But the value you get from that, my high income skill training, is mind stretching. A whole lot of people who went through that training, their lives have never remained the same again. They have never remained the same. Their lives have transformed in every way. Their businesses have transformed. So I don't want you to miss that training. From the 1st to the 15th of March, high income skill training by the FBI coach. Learn so many skills. You learn the basics and the foundation of copywriting. You learn affiliate marketing. You learn email marketing. You learn how to build yourself, branding yourself, the mechanical aspect of branding. Now, branding I'm talking about is not just designing your logo. It's about you. You are the brand. You are the vehicle. You are the vehicle. So you need to learn to brand yourself. How have I been able to brand myself? I'll teach you how to brand yourself, building your organic reach. Before we start talking about the Facebook ads, the Google ads, the YouTube ads, and all that, you need to first of all build your organic reach. How do you want to build your organic reach? To reach out to the community which you want, the category of people, the caliber of people which you want to follow you. Not every Dick, Tom, and Harry following you. The right set of people that can buy into what you sell. I teach you that in my high income skill training. You learn so many experiences, so many. You learn storytelling, constructive storytelling. Storytelling is story selling. There are so many things about storytelling which everything I have been doing on this Grace Impact Radio is about storytelling. Everything you do every day you wake up is about storytelling. But there's a constructive way to doing these things, which you need to learn. I teach you in my high income skill training. So don't miss the March edition. Starts on the 1st of March to the 15th of March. Now, for those of you who don't have my YouTube, what's it called? For those of you who don't have my account What am I saying? My WhatsApp number, I beg your pardon. My WhatsApp number is +234. That is if you are chatting me outside Nigeria, +234 7033109363. I'll take that again. +234 3310 9363. I'll take it for the third time. +234 3310 9363. That's my WhatsApp number. Chat me up and I'll give you all the details. Okay. So you don't have a business when you cannot show the flow of your income and your expense. Some people are running business, but they don't have a flow of their income and expense. See, it doesn't matter how small your business is. The future of your business is based on that record, on the records which you keep today. It is based on the records which you keep. How well do you keep records? What good record? How do you keep good records? It's simple. I traveled on this road. I spent XYZ on transportation. Put it down under expense. On my way to the market, I purchased a bottle of drink. You put it down on expense. Electricity bill, you put it down on expense. Income, I sold this, you put it down. So you'll be able to calculate your profit. Now, it's not what we're discussing today. So for you to grow and expand properly, you need to monitor your income and outflow. It's very, very, very important. So you also need to write out the steps for each expansion process. You also need to write down the steps for each expansion process. In whatever area you want to expand, you need to write down the process. What's your process for marketing? What's your process for accounting? What's your process for recruiting? I'm talking about business. What's your process for being accountable? So all this, you must state it clearly. It's part of the winning mindset expansion. It's part of the things you need to record when we are talking about what's it called? Expansion. Okay. Now, there are a few more points I want to state here. Then you also need to increase your capacity for learning. You also need to expand in your learning capacity. Understanding is the first pillar of success. The first pillar of success is understanding, is not making money. It is understanding. You must understand what thou readest. I was just about quoting King James Version. Understandest thou what thou readest. You must understand what you read, okay? You must understand what you read. Understanding is the first pillar of success. Whatever you cannot understand, you cannot replicate. If you can't understand it, you can't replicate it. You need to think about it. You need to practice it. You need to think about it. You need to put it into practice. You need to do it. As you think it, you do it. You practice it. You teach others. You think it, you practice it, or you do it, you teach others. It's very important. So I believe the few things I have shared today is going to help you in your expansion process. Now, I want to read from you in the comment section. Drop a few things for me in the comment section. Let us hold ourselves accountable. What are you going to expand on in the next 38 days? I want you to put it in the comment section. Let the world read from it. Let the world know that you, or rather, let's hold you accountable. Put it in the comment section. What are you going to expand on this 38 days? Spirituality, financially, health-wise, emotionally, relationship, network, business-wise, whatever it is, state it. I want to expand on my reading habit. I want to expand on my video watching habit. I want to expand on my studying habit. I want to expand on my money making habits. I want to expand on being accountable to every penny that comes into my hands. I want to expand on my budgeting. Now, some people don't have budget. They don't even understand what budgeting means. Budgeting simply means you are setting money aside. Before you start spending, you are setting money aside for the things that are most important because of your future. So when money comes into your hands, you first of all pay yourself minimum 20% of whatever money that comes into your hands. You pay your tithe. If you're a Muslim, you give zakat, you give to charity. You also set out money for your recurring expenses. You set out money for trainings. People don't budget in this area. You need to put money aside for seminars, for trainings. Then you also need to put money aside for recreation. You also need to have an emergency fund. We're not talking about budgeting today, but you need to have growth expansion. You need to study to show thyself approved. Study to show thyself approved. A workman who needed not to be ashamed, but rightly dividing the word of truth. For you to stand before great men, you need to study. You need to be diligent in that which you do. You need to expand the right way. For you to stand before great men, you must have something in your head. We are like living magnets. We attract our likes. See, if you notice that you have junk people, bunch of negative people around you, then it means you are expanding on the negative. You need to vet your friends. You need to vet your friends. You need to vet your network. And ask yourself, who am I yoking with? Who have I been yoking with? Who are the people in my life? So whichever way you want to expand, I want you to put it in the comment section, okay? I want to read from you. I want to read from you. I want to hold you accountable. I want to hold you accountable. You can't be, then I wrote something here. I said behavior is born out of practice. Behavior is born out of practice. The things that become our behavior or our attitude today is as a result of the things we did yesterday, the things we did years back, the things we did, the things you have done daily becomes your habit. And I have always said that success is 80% behavior and 20% mindset. If you are so in tune with, or you are very clear on your area of expansion, I want to reduce weight. I want to drop 20 kg. I want to drop 30 kg this quarter. And every morning you are confessing it, you are professing it, you are saying it, you are praying about it, you are walking around your house telling yourself, I'm losing 20 kg this year. I'm losing 20 kg this quarter. I'm losing 20 kg. You are so in tune. Your spirit, soul, and body is in tune with it. But you are not taking action. Every junk that comes, you eat. Every carbonated drinks you eat. Every calorie you are consuming. Do you think if you're going to lose weight? Of course you will not. You won't lose weight. You're only making a mess of yourself. You're only making a mockery of yourself. So the mindset part of it, which is the 20%, you have it. But the behavioral pattern, it's speaking negative of what you want to achieve. Your behavior must be in line with what you want to achieve. Success is 80% behavior and 20% mindset. Once your mind can attune to it, once your mind is in line with it, then your actions should start speaking in line with that particular thing you want to achieve. Don't say it alone, do it. One of the things that was said very, very loud during the World Summit was that we should stop being think tank. We should start being do tank. Stop being think tank. Oh, I'm a think tank. I keep thinking. Start being what? Doing tank, do it, do it, do it. Let's do it is one of the most powerful phrases on earth. Let's do it. One of the most powerful phrases on earth. Let's do it. Do it. Stop talking about it. Start doing it. I want expansion in this area. Start doing it. You cannot change the outcome of the fruit if you have not worked on the root. If I type something right now and I print it out and there are typos in it, I can't correct that thing by erasing the typo on the paper. If I erase the typo on the paper and print it again, I'll get the same result. So for me to change that effect, I need to go and change the cause. I need to go to the root, and the root is to go to my system and correct the typo. Once that is done, you will get the right answer which you need. So the reason why some people are not expanding rightly is because they are focusing on the effect. Expansion is an effect, is not the cause. The actions you took before the expansion happened is the cause. So you need to focus on the cause. Yes, I want the expansion, but focus on the cause. I believe you got value from what I shared today. Miraculously, I exhausted all I have on my list. And I'm so happy being here with you every week on this Grace Impact Radio, sharing with you life experiences. At some point, I'll bring people to join me as we share on this wonderful channel. Grace Impact Radio is the place to be. Grace Impact Radio is on the Mixer app. Go to your excuse me. Go to your App Store and download the Mixer app. On the Mixer app, just register. It's free of charge. Register, then search for Grace Impact Radio. You can listen to Grace Impact Radio anywhere around the world. We have listeners around the world. We have the Grace Impact Radio covers Europe. We cover different parts of Africa, East Africa, South Africa. We cover parts of Western Africa. We cover the American territories. There's so many places we cover around the world. Maybe on my next broadcast, I'm going to share with you the places where Grace Impact Radio is reaching out to. So it's a place to be. Grace Impact Radio is the place to be. Don't miss the programs on Grace Impact Radio every day of the week. Is the place where world music and entertainment lives. You feel downcasted, your soul is down, you're thinking what to do. Tune into Grace Impact Radio, and your spirit, soul, and body will be blessed. Will be blessed you did, because we are focusing on the totality of man. Okay, we are bringing the radio broadcasts in a different dimension. So I believe you got value from what I shared with you today. If you haven't shared this link, that's those joining me on Facebook, those joining me on YouTube. And if you have the Mixer app link to the Grace Impact Radio, you can also share it with others. But you want to watch a replay, check me out on my Facebook, on my YouTube, FBI Coach, one word, FBI Coach. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed. Please subscribe, and also remember to activate the notification button so that once I drop any valuable content, you'll be the first to know. It's my pleasant pleasure and a privilege to be your host today. I remain your boy, Charles Eze, the FBI Coach. Until I come your way again, I want you to remain financially intelligent. Financial intelligence is that intelligence which you need to solve financial problems without encountering financial disaster. The rich man has multiple streams of income, while the poor and most times have only one income stream. One income stream is a suicide mission. Get out of one income stream. You want to learn more about multiple streams of income? Buzz me, chat me up privately. You want to learn about skills? I train people on different types of skills. Chat me up privately. What I do is deleting what you know about money and reinstalling a new thinking system in you. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. Until I come your way again, remain ever blessed. Have a wonderful day.